Last month, 4 healthy dogs went blind. Not from disease, not from accidents, but from simple grooming mistakes owners make with good intentions, while their dogs suffer in silence. Now, I'm revealing all 18 of these mistakes. Keep count as we go. How many are you guilty of? Mistake 1. Bathing your dog too often? Let me ask you something. How often are you bathing your dog? Once a week? Twice a week? Here's the truth that most dog owners don't know. Overbathing is one of the worst things you can do to your dog's skin. Your dog's skin naturally produces protective oils. These oils keep the coat shiny, the skin moisturized, and bacteria away. Every time you give your dog a bath, those oils get washed away. Bathe too often? Your dog's skin becomes dry, itchy, and flaky. Their coat loses its shine, and then scratching starts, and scratching opens the door to serious skin infections. According to veterinary guidelines, most dogs only need a bath once every 4 to 6 weeks. Active outdoor dogs, maybe every 2 to 3 weeks, but indoor dogs, even less. So unless your dog rolled in mud or something disgusting, put down that shampoo bottle. Your dog's skin will thank you. Mistake 2. Getting water in your dog's ears. This is the silent mistake. You're giving your dog a bath, water splashes near their ears. No big deal, right? Actually, it's a very big deal. Here's something fascinating about dog anatomy. A dog's ear canal is L-shaped, not straight like ours. This means water that gets inside doesn't drain out easily. It gets trapped deep inside. And trapped moisture? That's the perfect environment for bacteria and yeast to grow. The result is a painful ear infection. And dogs with floppy ears like Cocker Spaniels, Basset Hounds, and Golden Retrievers are especially vulnerable. Signs of an ear infection include head shaking, scratching at the ears, a bad smell, and redness inside the ear flap. The fix is simple. Place cotton balls gently at the entrance of each ear before bathing, and when cleaning your dog's head, use a damp cloth instead of pouring water directly over their face. Mistake 3. Skipping the pre-bath brush. Most owners brush their dog after a bath. But here's what those owners don't know. That's actually the wrong order. When you put a dog with tangled, matted fur into water, the water causes those mats to tighten. They shrink. They get pulled closer to the skin. And suddenly, what was a manageable tangle becomes a painful knot that has to be cut out. And cutting mats out near skin? That's when accidents happen. Cuts, skin injuries, and a lot of stress for your dog. Always brush your dog before the bath. Remove all tangles and loose fur first. Then bathe. Then, once the coat is fully dry, brush again gently to remove any remaining loose hair. This order, brush before, dry completely, brush after, protects your dog's coat and your dog's skin every single time. Mistake 4. Using human shampoo on your dog. This one sounds harmless, but it's actually dangerous. Your skin and your dog's skin are completely different. Human skin has a pH level of around 5.5, slightly acidic. Your dog's skin? It sits at a pH of 6.5 to 7.5, much closer to neutral. When you use human shampoo on your dog, you're disrupting their skin's entire pH balance. The result? Dry, irritated skin, redness, itching, and over time, a weakened skin barrier that allows bacteria and fungi to take hold. And it gets worse. Some human shampoos contain fragrances, sulfates, and other chemicals that are not just irritating for dogs, they can be toxic. Always, always use a shampoo formulated specifically for dogs. If your dog has sensitive skin or allergies, ask your vet for a medicated or hypoallergenic recommendation. This one small change makes a massive difference. Mistake 5. Not drying your dog properly after a bath. You've given your dog a bath. You towel them off a little. Shake. Good enough, right? Wrong. And this mistake causes more problems than most owners realize. When a dog stays damp after a bath, especially in areas like under the ears, between the toes, and around skin folds, moisture gets trapped. And that moisture becomes a breeding ground for bacteria and fungi. The result? Hot spots, those painful, red, raw skin patches that dogs scratch obsessively. Fungal infections. And in cold weather, a wet dog can actually become hypothermic. After every bath, thoroughly dry your dog with an absorbent towel, especially in hidden, damp areas. For thick-coated breeds, use a dog-safe blow dryer on the lowest heat setting. Important warning, never use a human hair dryer on high heat. Even on the lowest setting, human dryers can overheat your dog's skin and cause burns. Always use a pet dryer, or keep the dryer moving constantly. Mistake 6. Using the wrong water temperature. Would you want someone to bathe you in ice-cold water? Or scalding hot water? Of course not. And neither does your dog. But here's the mistake. Many owners either rush and use water that's too cold, or think warm water feels nice and make it too hot. Cold water causes your dog stress and anxiety. They resist, they shake. Bath time becomes a nightmare. Hot water, even water that doesn't feel dangerously hot to your hand, can cause dryness, skin irritation, and in sensitive dogs, even skin damage. The perfect temperature is lukewarm, just slightly warm, comfortable to the touch. The easiest test? Run the water over your inner forearm. If it feels comfortable to you there, it's perfect for your dog. This small detail completely changes your dog's bathing experience and protects their skin at the same time. Mistake 7. Shaving a double-coated dog in summer. Okay, here it is. The mistake I told you about at the beginning, and I promise, this one will surprise you. Every summer, well-meaning dog owners shave their huskies, golden retrievers, German shepherds, and other double-coated breeds. The logic seems perfect. It's hot outside, so remove the fur to cool them down. But veterinarians and professional groomers all agree this is one of the most harmful things you can do to a double-coated dog. Here's why. Double-coated breeds have 2 layers of fur, a soft, dense undercoat and a protective outer coat. This system works like insulation. It keeps the dog warm in winter and cool in summer by trapping air. When you shave that coat, you destroy this natural temperature regulation system. Your dog can no longer cool themselves effectively. They become more vulnerable to heat stroke, not less, and the damage doesn't stop there. Shaved double coats often grow back incorrectly, patchy, uneven, and with a different texture. Some dogs experience post-clipping alopecia, where the coat never fully grows back properly. The right approach for double-coated breeds? Regular brushing and de-shedding treatments to remove the dead undercoat, not shaving. Let the coat do its job. Mistake 8. Not rinsing shampoo out completely. You've shampooed your dog. You rinse for a minute or two. Looks clean. Good enough. But here's the problem. Dog coats, especially thick or long ones, trap shampoo residue deep inside. And that residue, left on the skin, causes serious irritation. Leftover shampoo on skin causes itching, flaking, dandruff, matting, and over time, chronic skin inflammation. The rule professional groomers follow: rinse until the water runs completely clear, then rinse once more. For dogs with thick coats, this can take several minutes. Pay special attention to areas like the belly, armpits, and groin, where shampoo gets trapped and is often forgotten during rinsing. These areas are also most sensitive to irritation. A thorough rinse is one of the simplest things you can do, and one of the most important. Mistake 9. Ignoring nail care. The grooming task that most dog owners either forget or avoid, because it makes their dog anxious. But here's what ignoring nails actually does to your dog's body. When nails grow too long, They change the way your dog walks. The nails push the paw pads upward, forcing the foot into an unnatural position. Over time, this creates joint strain, posture problems, and in older dogs, contributes to arthritis. Long nails can also curl and grow into the paw pad itself, causing severe pain and serious infection. The rule of thumb: if you can hear your dog's nails clicking on the floor, they're already too long. Aim to trim every 3 to 4 weeks. Anxious about cutting too deep? Use a nail grinder instead of clippers. It's slower and more controlled, and trim just a little at a time. If you're ever unsure, your groomer or vet can show you the correct technique. Mistake 10. Letting your dog go outside while still wet. Bath is done, dog is damp but eager to go outside. You think they'll dry in the sun. This is a mistake for 2 reasons. First, wet dogs roll in grass, in dirt, in things that smell terrible. Within minutes of going outside wet, your dog has undone the entire bath, and now they're dirty and damp, which is even worse for their skin. Second, damp fur outdoors creates the perfect conditions for hot spots and fungal growth, especially if your dog is in a humid environment. The rule: always fully dry your dog before allowing them outside after a bath. A fully dry dog is a clean dog, and one that's far less likely to immediately roll in something disgusting. Mistake 11. Skipping dental care during grooming. When most people think about grooming, they think coat, nails, ears. But your dog's teeth? That's grooming too. And neglecting dental hygiene has consequences that go far beyond bad breath. Research published in veterinary journals shows that periodontal disease in dogs is directly linked to heart, kidney, and liver problems. Bacteria from infected gums enter the bloodstream and damage internal organs, silently over years. By age 3, 80% of dogs show signs of dental disease, and most owners have no idea. The fix: brush your dog's teeth 2 to 3 times per week using a dog-safe toothpaste and toothbrush. Start slow. Let your dog get used to the toothbrush gradually. Dental chews can help between brushings, and schedule a professional dental cleaning with your vet at least once a year. This one habit, built into your regular grooming routine, can genuinely add healthy years to your dog's life. Mistake 12. Ignoring your dog's eye area. During grooming, let me tell you something that most dog owners have never heard, and it will change the way you groom your dog forever. A study published in a veterinary journal analyzed 161 dogs that developed eye problems within 24 hours of a grooming session. The most common injury? Corneal, ulcers, painful scratches on the surface of the eye. In 14% of those cases, the dogs needed surgery. And 4 dogs? They lost their eyes completely. 4 dogs went blind because of grooming mistakes around the eyes. Here's what causes it: shampoo splashing into the eyes during bathing, hair clippings falling directly onto the eyeball during a trim, rough handling near the face. Every single one of these is preventable. During bathing, keep your dog's face shampoo-free. Use a damp cloth to clean around the eyes. Never pour water directly over the face. After any trimming near the face, use a sterile saline rinse to gently flush the eyes. This removes hair fragments that are invisible to the naked eye but razor sharp to your dog's cornea. Warning signs to watch for after grooming: squinting, pawing at the eye, redness, or tearing. If you see any of these, skip the wait and see approach. See a vet the same day. Mistake 13. Using the same grooming schedule for every breed. Here's a question most dog owners have never asked: what grooming schedule is actually right for my dog's breed? Because the answer is different for every breed. And using the wrong schedule causes real damage. A Labrador Retriever and a Poodle are both dogs, but they have completely different grooming needs. Bathing a poodle once a month is not enough. They're continuously growing coat tangles and mats fast. Brushing a beagle every day isn't necessary, but brushing a golden retriever only once a week leads to painful matting that has to be cut out. Double-coated breeds like Huskies and German Shepherds need more de-shedding sessions, especially during shedding season, not more baths. Short-coated breeds like Boxers or Dobermans need far less brushing, but more skin monitoring. The fix? Research your specific breed's grooming requirements, or ask your vet or professional groomer for a personalized schedule. Using a one-size-fits-all approach to grooming is like giving every patient the same medicine. It doesn't work, and it causes harm. Mistake 14. Skipping conditioner after bathing. You shampoo your dog, you rinse, bath done. Right? Wrong. And this shortcut is slowly destroying your dog's coat quality, one bath at a time. Think about what happens when you shampoo without conditioning. Your hair becomes dry, brittle, and hard to manage. The same thing happens to your dog's coat. Shampoo, even dog-specific shampoo, strips away natural oils. Conditioner replaces lost moisture, detangles the coat, reduces static, and creates a protective layer that keeps the skin hydrated between baths. For dogs with long or thick coats, skipping conditioner leads to faster matting, increased shedding, and dull, rough fur. For dogs with sensitive skin, the dryness from unconditioned bathing can trigger itching and flaking within days. Use a dog-specific conditioner every single time you bathe your dog. Leave it on for 2 to 3 minutes before rinsing. This gives it time to actually work. Your dog's coat will look and feel completely different within just a few weeks. Mistake 15. Grooming a sick or injured dog at home. Your dog is limping, or they're recovering from surgery, or they're running a fever. And you think, I'll just do a quick groom at home, it'll be fine. This is a mistake that can turn a manageable situation into a medical emergency. When a dog is sick, injured, or in pain, their stress tolerance is at 0. They're already overwhelmed. Adding the sensory stimulation of grooming, water, tools, handling of sensitive areas, pushes many dogs into panic mode, and a panicking dog in pain will bite, even the gentlest dog you've ever known. But the danger goes beyond biting. Grooming an injured dog can worsen the injury. Moving a dog with hidden internal trauma, manipulating a joint that's inflamed, or getting a wound wet during bathing can all cause serious complications, and grooming a sick dog weakens them. Further, the stress of grooming suppresses the immune system, the last thing a recovering dog needs. The rule is simple. If your dog is sick, injured, or post-surgery, grooming waits. Handle only what's medically necessary, wound cleaning, medication application, and leave everything else for when your dog has fully recovered. When in doubt, call your vet first. Mistake 16. Forcing a frightened dog through grooming. This is the mistake that breaks dogs. Not physically, but psychologically, and the damage lasts for years. Here's what happens in a dog's brain when you force them through a grooming session they're terrified of. Their body floods with cortisol, the stress hormone. Their nervous system goes into full survival mode, and every sensation of that grooming session, the water, the tools, the sound of the dryer, gets permanently linked to terror in their memory. The next grooming session? Worse. The one after that? Even worse. Until the dog that once tolerated baths now becomes a dog that bites, screams, or shuts down completely at the sight of a brush. Research confirms this. Forced grooming in anxious dogs doesn't just increase stress, it can cause lasting behavioral changes and trauma. Signs your dog is genuinely stressed, not just slightly uncomfortable, trembling, whale eye, showing the whites of their eyes, panting heavily, trying to escape, tail tucked completely under, freezing completely still. The right approach? Stop, take a break, Let your dog calm down. Rebuild positive associations with grooming tools slowly. Let them sniff the brush, give treats near the dryer, touch their paws gently during calm moments. Short, positive sessions over weeks build trust that forced sessions destroy in minutes. If your dog's grooming anxiety is severe, talk to your vet. There are real solutions, including behavioral training and calming protocols, that can transform grooming from trauma into routine. Mistake 17. Neglecting your dog's paw pads. Your dog walks on their paws every single minute of every day, and most owners never look at them. Paw pads are one of the most vulnerable and most neglected parts of a dog's body. And when they're ignored, the consequences are painful and serious. Here's what happens to ungroomed paw pads. The hair between the toes grows long, collects debris, traps moisture, and forms tight mats that pull painfully on the skin with every step. Those mats also hide cuts, thorns, glass fragments, and developing infections that owners don't discover until the dog is visibly limping. In summer, untrimmed paw pad fur allows pavement heat to transfer directly into the foot, increasing burn risk. In winter, it traps ice and road salt, chemicals that crack the pads and are toxic if licked. And cracked paw pads? Those aren't just cosmetic. Deep cracks bleed. They expose the tissue underneath to infection. And because dogs walk on them constantly, they never get the chance to heal on their own. Your paw care routine should include trimming the fur between toes every 4 weeks, checking pads weekly for cracks, debris, and redness, and applying a dog-safe paw balm to keep the skin supple, especially in extreme weather. Never use human lotion. Many contain ingredients that are toxic to dogs when licked. Mistake 18. Bathing without checking for lumps, parasites, or skin issues first. Bath time isn't just about cleaning. It's one of the best health screenings you can give your dog. And most owners completely miss this opportunity. When you run your hands over your dog's body during a bath, you have access to every inch of their skin. This is the perfect time to check for things that could signal serious health problems. Unusual lumps or bumps that weren't there last month. Tick attachments hidden under the coat near the ears, armpits, and between the toes. Red or inflamed patches that indicate allergies or infection. Hair loss areas that could signal mange, ringworm, or hormonal disorders. Many dogs have had tumors discovered during bath time that were caught early enough to treat successfully. Many tick-borne diseases, including Lyme disease, were prevented because an owner noticed a tick during bathing before it had transmitted infection. Before every bath, slow down. Run your hands deliberately over your dog's entire body. Feel for anything new, unusual, or painful to the touch. If your dog flinches when you touch a particular area, take note. Check it again the next day. If it persists, see your vet. Bath time is free. Routine access to your dog's entire body. Use it. Okay, before you go anywhere, I need you to do one thing right now. Just one. Scroll down to the comments section and tell me which mistake from this video was your dog guilty of. Was it mistake number 1, overbathing? Mistake number 7, shaving your double-coated dog in summer? Or maybe mistake number 17, forcing your anxious dog through grooming without realizing the damage it was doing? Every single dog owner watching this has made at least one of these mistakes. I know I did before I learned the truth. So drop it in the comments right now. Tell me the mistake number and what happened to your dog because of it.